I really had the good fortune of belonging to a generation where some of the greats at the bar were still in very active practice. For instance, I worked very closely with Mr. Fali Nariman, and as a young lawyer from Mumbai, and before I shifted practice to Mumbai, even as a young lawyer in the Supreme Court, I would work very closely with Mr. Nariman. Something as simple as crafting a good list of dates, that is the chronology of events when you present a case before the court, was what I learned from Mr. Nariman, because that contains your whole factual case before the court. I learned that from him. Or Mr. Soli Sorabji. Soli had the art and craft of being extraordinarily brief in his conferences and in his submissions before the court as well. I worked on very seminal constitutional issues with Mr. Soli Sorabji. Mr. K. Parasaran, when work was done in the Supreme Court in the afternoon, we'd go to the Constitution bench, which was the Chief Justice's court, when the court was relatively empty in those days. And I would watch Mr. Parasaran unfolding the Constitution with nothing else but the bare text of the Constitution in his mind, in his hand. And, it was sheer brilliance, because Parasaran never relied on authorities and past precedents to start with. He looked at the Constitution in terms of its bare text. And it was truly a learning experience to watch these greats at the bar. Mr. K.K. Venugopal, the former Attorney General for India. Venu was extraordinarily brilliant both in constitutional and commercial cases. And these were people from whom you learned a great deal at the bar.